Johns Pass at Hubbard's Marina. Apologize to those of you on YouTube. It's been a little while. Had some technical difficulties, but we got that worked out for you. Wanted to make sure we give you guys an update on what's going on weather and fishing wise and fill you in on all things Johns Pass and Hubbard's Marina. We're looking forward to a beautiful day here inside Fish Famous Johns Pass at Hubbard's Marina. We have a little bit of weather pushing in. We've got a full moon upcoming, and we've got some hot fishing updates we want to give you guys. The hogfish bite's going really well near shore. We're catching a lot of those hogfish on our 5 and 10 hour all day trips, 5 hour half days, 10 hour all days. We're seeing a few of those red grouper. The private fishing charters yesterday brought in some nice keeper red grouper. Red grouper season has reopened. We've got lane snapper season back open once again too. So we're excited. We've got a bunch of fish to go out there and catch and keep, and a bunch of great times to be had out there on the water. As far as weather goes, we've got some weather moving in here Friday. We're gonna have a little bit of a cold front push into the area. That cold front Friday is gonna be somewhat moderate, not super crazy strong, but strong enough to where it's going to make it a little bit breezy and a little bit bumpy and a little bit chillier. It's going to take the humidity out of the air, and it's also going to get those fish excited. Remember, they bite best as a cold front moves into the area, and a few days, a day, 2 days, 3 days behind the front, once weather calms down, the water clears up, the wind dies down, that's when the clarity comes back and those fish turn back on. But ahead of a front, they really get excited. Plus, we've got a full moon coming up later in the work week, either Thursday or Friday night. I don't recall right off the top of my head, but it's either Thursday or Friday night. We got a full moon. So we got a full moon building. We got increasing tidal flows, bigger currents, and we've got that incoming low pressure. So fishing should be really good here today, Wednesday, Thursday. We've got an east wind right now, a little bit of a tail end of a high pressure, giving way to a south wind here later today. So that south wind's going to kick in later today, and it's going to be a little bit increased. That south wind is from that high pressure ridge and that low pressure ridge fighting over the area. We got some dolphins playing over there, left side of the screen. So we're going to take you away from the sunrise to show you those dolphins. But south wind will kick in later today and will remain pretty much southerly winds through all the way till that cold front really comes through later Thursday night into Friday. So that south wind's going to bring with it a little bit more moisture, so it's probably going to be a little bit more humid tonight. Tomorrow going to be probably pretty darn foggy tomorrow morning, I would imagine, with that south wind. Not looking at forecasts, just guessing at that, because typically with the south wind this time of year, more humidity in the air, typically a pretty dense sea fog when that warm air gets pushed up, warm humid air gets pushed up on top of that cooler Gulf water, Gulf sea surface temperature. So gonna be a little foggy probably Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday with that cold front, that fog issue will completely disappear. Should be a clearer weekend, no fog issue, just cooler, drier, and a little bit more increased wind there Friday. So best days to go fishing would be today, tomorrow, Thursday, and then it's gonna be a little bit sloppy Friday, getting better Saturday, probably Sunday, Monday, getting good again. Good thing about that cold front is it'll make it a little bit nicer through later weekend. Hopefully we won't get a big, strong, high pressure behind it. We'll get a nice little weather window. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Looking forward to catching some big fat red grouper and plentiful lane snapper here as lane snapper and red grouper have reopened. Hopefully you'll get a chance to come out and join us. Don't forget, January 11th, we've got the O'Brien's Fishing Club meeting over there at O'Brien's Irish Pub in Brandon, January 22nd, we've got our Bass Pro Shops Fishing Conversation, 2 p.m. Also, January 27th, join us for our Crawfish Boil Final Friday Extravaganza. That's 6 to 9 p.m. January 27th. Hopefully you'll join us for that too. And then Seafood Fest. Seafood Fest is January 13th, 14th, and 15th. So big, huge event there, Seafood Fest. So hopefully you'll join us for all of those events. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Hopefully you enjoyed the sunrise, the dolphins, the pelicans this morning. Paul Fortier, Aiden, David DeVoe, Dan the Fishman, appreciate you guys. Unfortunately, haven't really seen too many of your comments. They disappear pretty quick. Aiden, inshore fishing wise, right now it's all about those sheep's head. The sheep's head are really active around our docks, piers, bridges, jetties. The trout bite has been really good. Those trout are moving onto shallower, flat shorelines. Redfish around the residential canals and dock lines. Snook really mostly upper bay right now, kind of around those rivers, creeks, bayous. As far as Johns Pass is concerned, fishing around the VA on those sun-drenched, wind-protected shorelines are going to be your best bet for snook. For redfish, fishing those residential canals and kind of shorelines in the back bay. With this south wind, I'd be fishing the north side of the islands of Johns Pass. Probably the north side of the islands of Johns Pass tomorrow would be a really, really good opportunity mid to late afternoon, especially the two most northern islands of Johns Pass. Probably pretty fire. Y'all have a great day. Billy Scott, Dan Burnett, appreciate y'all. Tight lines. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great morning.